In this video we're going to be taking a look at the pull-through mechanic in Attila. For that purpose we have lined up Germanic pikes, 2 ranks deep, 3 ranks deep, 4 ranks deep and 5 ranks deep. The exact same setup for elite Ostrogothic pikes, and the exact same setup for Germanic Spearmasters. We're going to be trying to pull through both using cavalry and using infantry. Against pikes and infantry, fire at will is turned off, so I'm not going to give attack orders here. I'm going to give move orders, try to move through the unit, which is something that potentially could be useful to get at skirmishers, but there aren't going to be any skirmishers in Attila. Still, let's see if the units have a harder time pulling through than they did in Rome. The reason I picked these Germanic Spearmasters is because they have a decent amount of armor and health. I could just as well use heavy melee infantry for testing purposes, but I just chose these Germanic Spearmasters. So pikes 2 rank deep shouldn't be able to hold too well. Starting the pull, and yeah, fairly easy. I take quite a few casualties here on this elite unit. So I lose 28 men pulling through pikes 2 ranks deep. That is much more than in Rome 2. Against pikes 3 ranks deep, I should lose more men, and indeed I do. I lose almost half the unit actually. Well, I do lose half the unit. More than half the unit. Against pikes 4 ranks deep, so this is not effective. Against pikes 4 ranks deep, I'm going to lose much more than half the unit. Here I didn't lose as many because some of the men were on the sides, but overall, pulling through frontally into pikes is not a cost-effective thing to do here. Against elite pikes, it's even worse. Even when they are 2 deep, they hold well. 3 deep, they should hold even better. And indeed they do. These Germanic Spearmasters are getting wrecked. 4 deep, Germanic Spearmasters getting wrecked. 5 ranks deep, Germanic Spearmasters are getting wrecked. Against spears 2 ranks deep, they should have no problems. And indeed, nope, not taking many casualties here. Against 3 ranks deep, no problems pulling through, but they are taking casualties. And again, no problems pulling through, but they take casualties. And 5 ranks deep, no problems pulling through, but taking casualties. So against infantry, it's very easy to pull through. Against pikes, not so much. And then we'll see if cavalry can pull through infantry easily from the front. So Obelix has his noble Germanic horse over here. I have my noble Germanic horse over here. And I'm going to try to pull through. And I'm stopping more than I did in Rome, and I'm taking a lot of casualties. This is not a good time for the noble Germanic horsemen at all. They are losing a massive amount of men trying to pull through here. They do make it, but again, this is not effective making it through with only 20 men remaining in the unit. So pull through is still a thing. Not as effective against pikes as it was. Not as effective with cavalry as it was. Cavalry is going to take less damage pulling through melee infantry, but it's still possible to do it. Strength and honor.